Welcome. Thanks for coming out to class today. Today's our HIIT class / cardio interval. I'm timing it more towards a HIIT class with some core involved as well. Sometimes we do forget about that core piece, so we're going to work still on the cardio piece with it, but we're going to learn how to calm the heart rate while we're doing a static movement, planks, core exercises like that. Again, thanks for tuning in. My name's Scott Paradis. I'm coming in from 3 CDSB Edmonton. Again, today we're doing that HIIT class. We're going to work on that cardio stuff, some core, things like that. We're going to get some house cleaning stuff out of the way. Number one, we're going to hear a disclaimer, okay? In response to the COVID-19, PSP is offering virtual fitness to Canadian Armed Forces members. By using social media platforms, the virtual fitness classes tailored to the Canadian Armed Forces personnel become accessible to all. Participants who are not Canadian Armed Forces members recognize and acknowledge that their age, health status, and physical fitness level are unknown, and it is entirely up to each individual to assess their ability to participate in this class. Since it is preferable to consult your physician before beginning any exercise program, we invite all participants who are not part of the Canadian Armed Forces to consult the Get Active questionnaire through the Canadian Society for Exercise Physiology, which if you need is down below posted in the comments. All right? If you experience pain or difficulty during the exercises presented in this video, it is recommended that you stop and contact a healthcare professional. If CAF members do sustain any injuries during this video, please remember you're going to fill out that CF98. Hope everyone's safe, everyone's feeling healthy, and no injuries in class today. Talking about what we're doing, we're going to work on Paradis today. What that's going to do is it's going to super spike the heart rate, and then we get a very, very short minimal rest period in order to try and recover and recoup enough to be able to keep that intensity through the amount of rounds that we're going to be doing. If you've never done Tabata before, Tabata is any kind of interval training for the most part. The most common one that you hear is 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest, and you do that for 8 rounds. Okay? That's exactly what we're doing today. No, there's no burpees. We're good there. Don't worry about it whatsoever. I've tied 2 exercises to each 8-round interval, so we're going to do 4 of one, 4 of the other. So we're not getting bored doing the exact same exercise over and over and over. Also, the reason that I'm doing that is that's going to give your body more time while doing the other exercise to fully recoup from that first exercise. Okay? Your goal here is to keep the intensity the same all the way through. Now that doesn't mean start low and keep it low. This should be a maximal effort push only because it's only 20 seconds long. So you're trying to push as hard as you can safely. Get your 10-second rest. We're going to flip exercises. We're going to come back to the first. We're going to go back and forth for 4 of each. Okay? Always, we got to warm up first. We're going to talk about the programming. I'm going to give you demonstrations of each pair of exercises. We're going to go through each round. We're going to take our rest. During our rest, I'm going to show you those next 2 exercises. Okay? Big, massive warm-up today. Reason being, high intensity means higher risk for injury. We want to try and negate and mitigate that the best we can. How we're going to do that is make sure we're really, really warm. Okay? So, if you're not sweating by the end of the warm-up, and you're not feeling like the warm-up felt like the workout, we haven't warmed up enough, okay? So we're going to start slow. We're going to ease ourselves into it. We're going to eventually get up into some high knees, butt kicks, some more cardio aspects of that because we want to get not just the body warm, we want to get the heart moving as well, okay? So we want that huffy puffy feeling. How you're going to calm your heart rate during your 10 seconds rest because you're looking at the screen now going, oh God, only 10 seconds? What you're going to do is you're going to take nice, slow, deep breaths into the nose, out through the mouth. Try and get the heart rate to even drop 3 or 4 beats. That's great. Now, as we go through these, during rest periods only, because you're not going to have time during the work, I want you to do self-checks for heart rate, okay? So, common one we're going to do is just above on the wrist. So 2 fingers, index and ring. We're going to lightly press onto the outside aspect towards the thumb side. You're going to feel for the heart rate. If you prefer this, it's not a bad thing. Don't press too hard. We don't want to cut off that actual jugular vein that's coming up to the brain and supplying oxygen up there, or else we'll get that lightheadedness, that dizziness, that starry feeling. We don't want that. Now, talking about that, if we hit that point, which is kind of somewhat of the goal, is to get to that slight feeling. We don't want to exacerbate that and really push towards that passing out feeling, but we want to try and push our own limits. The reason for that is with this being 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, we're really checking on and testing the anaerobic system, meaning that area of the body that doesn't really need oxygen. It uses oxygen to recoup itself and to actually try and regenerate more energy for the next bout of exercise. So that's where the planks are coming in, that's where the core exercises are coming in. You're going to have that chance to recoup and catch your breath while still working out. So It's not just an easy relax. You can almost call it an active recovery if you wanted to. It's basically those 2 exercises. One's going to give you a chance to bring the heart rate down, but while you're working and tensing the body, sometimes that can be hard. So now you need to train the brain, and with this week being, I don't know what we're at, 6, maybe week 7 at this point, they're all blended together. It's such a blur for all of us right now. That's something we want to test. That's something we want to practice on. Get the mind going, right? The mind's been mush. We've been sitting around, maybe doing a whole lot less than we would normally be doing, maybe more than we wanted to be doing. If you are, great, good on you. Hopefully everyone's been keeping up their fitness. They've been joining into the classes. If you do like the class today, please like, share, subscribe to all of the YouTube channels, the Instagrams, the Facebooks, all that kind of fun stuff. Share it with everyone that you know CAF. Even know CAF, like I say, as long as they do fill out that questionnaire first. The more wealth of knowledge we can spread out to everyone, the better everyone's going to be off in these trying times. Are we ready to go? Of course we are. All right, let's get warm first. So, arm circles first. Nothing tricky, nothing crazy. Both arms backwards. That's all I want. Simple. Make sure you got some space.